It's day 2 of our brand new Skyblock journey here, and last episode we focused heavily on farms, which as you can see I've expanded, but today is going to be all about spawners. Let's get into the next day here on Minecraft Skyblock. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Today of course we're back here on AkumaMC, the best #1 rated Minecraft Skyblock server, back for another episode in this brand new solo series, guys. Welcome in. Now last episode we focused very heavily on getting the farms behind me done. Well, actually kind of, we only did like half of this. I think we only had one chunk or maybe 2 chunks last time in the video, but I've expanded this. As you can see, we've now got a lower section, and I've expanded out this way, and I'll tell you guys the exact reason for that very shortly. Why the heck are these broken? I don't know what I did wrong here. I'm sure this should be within all the chunk limits. I don't know why these are broken. Hopefully that's good now. Yeah, essentially when it comes to like farming and stuff like that, we already know that wheat is what we're working on right now, but we know that potato is coming up next. And actually if we check in our IS mastery, it's going to show us basically the whole like progression through crops. Now this is something which we're pretty much going to continually have to work through and work with throughout pretty much this entire season, but we essentially need to farm 10,000 wheat, which is why I went ahead and expanded as much as I did, because just having the one chunk is obviously not going to be enough to get that amount done. So we've got the bigger farm going, we've got it all chilling now. I might just like even for now, because I was going to use this whole like second half for potatoes, you know, once we get there, but I think it might actually be more worth it just to fill this whole thing out with wheat so that we're getting the most efficiency of wheat we possibly can, because that way we could go up and down farming and that 10k will be done in no time. Today's actually going to be more about spawners than anything to do with like the farming side of things, because you guys might remember at the end of last episode, the quest that we unlocked was essentially to do with spawners, and it's actually very fitting because what I've realized is that of course we need to upgrade our farming tools. So even though we are wanting to work on farming, we kind of need to go into spawners a little bit, because those are essentially the best methods of getting experience in order to like actually use the enchant books and stuff that we get from farming. Obviously you do get XP from farming as well. You guys will see that my XP does go up a little bit when I'm farming, but it's nowhere near the amount that it is if we were to set up like our first spawner, for example. So it's definitely something which we need to do sooner rather than later, which is why today's episode is going to be pretty much entirely focused on getting that going and just getting at least a form of an XP farm going, because right now we're in a little bit of a trench because we can't really do much. We can't really get any XP. So with that being said, I'm just going to for now at least plant the top layer of this farm, you know, fully out with seeds and get this whole thing going just so that it can grow while I'm kind of doing stuff in the background today, because I don't know, that just seems like the most efficient way to do it, right? Thankfully, due to all like the challenges we completed last episode and of course all the value tickets that we sold, we do actually have now over $1 billion, which we're going to be able to invest in spawners if we need to today. We might not even need to, because I know that we've had a bunch of spawners from like airdrops and stuff like that. I do actually have an ultimate airdrop, which I think we got as a reward from something right at the end of last episode, so we will be opening that here in just a moment, and hopefully that's actually going to give me a whole bunch of stuff which we can use in today's video. So we've got a lot, we've actually got a lot to do today, but yes, the spawner and getting that set up and ready to go is the very main thing that we need to focus on in this episode. So that's all that place. That is the top layer done. We don't need to worry about that for now. Obviously, we'll do the bottom layer at some point as well, but you know, this is just so that we've got at least one full layer going. Okay, so let's take a look at what our first quest actually is, because I know it was spawner related, but it's probably not actually relative to the spawners which we're going to be using today. So we need to just make sure that we do it in order, just so that we get this, you know, get these quests done, because it's actually the later quests that give us really good rewards. So we're going to place 3 pig spawners. This is not really the spawners which we're going to be using today, but we'll place them just for the challenge. Honestly, I'll probably place them and then pick them straight back up again. Let's just mine this real quick. I think I need to place one more. There we go. There we go. We actually do need to kill 150 pigs, so I guess it is kind of relevant because we are going to have to go through these spawners anyway, kind of in the way that they were intended to do. So let's just buy a couple more from the shop. We got plenty of money. It's not really going to put us out of pocket much. They do actually cost quite a bit now that I'm looking at it. Maybe I could buy some from the AH, because if I could buy some cheaper ones off the AH, that would be a very nice way of spending or saving money. Okay, apparently we can't, so that's fine. We will just we'll just grab them from the shop. That's fine. There are going to be basically a whole bunch of these challenges, which are going to be a little bit tedious because we are obviously way above the level which is required to do all of this kind of stuff. But that's okay. Let's just get our spawners going. I do actually want to create a quick, like bigger platform for this because I don't feel like I have enough space to work with what I need to work with right now. So let's just make an area. I'm not really too worried about it being like in a perfect chunk or anything like that. We'll just kind of build it as we can. I'm trying to build it out a little bit from the farm just so that we've got a little bit of an area. I don't know whether they have to spawn on grass. I'm going to assume absolutely not, based on the fact that you can make spawners that drop like just in the air. So I'm just going to assume that this will be fine. But yeah, just having a little bit of a platform like this for now will be perfect. Now, obviously, we don't have the best sword, so this is actually going to be a little bit painful killing this amount of mobs with the weapons that we do have. But honestly, it's okay. We'll get there. Actually, I think one thing that I'm forgetting is that I do actually have donator kits. Now, I've had these because my account just has the right ranks. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and claim them because thinking about it, we could actually probably kit legend right here, probably get ourselves, yes, a nice little sword to start with, as well as actually some other tools which I completely forgot about. So that's good. We'll swap over to these now. We'll make sure we're using these because these are going to be way better than anything else that I've been using currently. We also get some XP bottles in here. That's going to be some nice levels right there. And we do have the ultimate airdrop. Let's get this opened and then let's find out what we're actually going to give away today. 80 value tickets in there. Not a bad prize at all. We nearly have another 2 stacks. In fact, do I have some maybe stored away in my PV or something? I thought I had a couple of block tickets stored away. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I thought I had some stored away, but maybe not. We'll go ahead and sell those, though, and get ourselves some easy money. So let's go to IS Warp, or is it IS Visit? Drank, I think, is the guy that we were selling to before. Let's go ahead and sell those to him right now. 175 mil there. Nice and easy money. We've also got ourselves a chat color bundle, which isn't usually something I get excited about. However, this account actually has no chat colors on it. So I'm glad to get that so that we can redeem that so that we don't look as much of a pleb in the chat when I start talking. All right, that should make this challenge a lot easier, though. We should be able to... Okay, it's still 2 hitting the mobs. What we can do, actually, a very, very easy strategy for this. Let's go ahead and just set ourselves up a beacon, because I know that will work. So you can just straight up buy beacons from the miscellaneous shop. They're only $5,000 a piece. And then, of course, we need to buy the things which power the beacon, which will be in the ore shop. And we can just do iron blocks. I don't really know how many stacks it will take, so I'm just going to buy... I don't know, as many as we possibly can right now. And then I'll just place it like right here. That's fine. I guess it doesn't really need to be too much out of the way. And yeah, let me get this placed down real quick and we'll make this into a full thing and get as many boosts as we can from this. All right, so I believe once this is built, I should be able to activate strength 2 on this like region of my island. So let's just test that quickly. We should be able to just take some of the iron from this, put it in here, put on strength. There we go, strength 2. Put in, I don't even know if we have to put in iron. I think we do. Tick that there and we should be good. Yes, we now have strength 2 and we should now one hit these mobs. Yes, we do. Perfect. That's all I needed to do because now I can sit here and I can grind these and we'll actually be good to go. So let me go ahead and just grind through these mobs real quick. I think I can't remember how many we need to kill. I think it was like 300 or 200 or something like that. So let me do this real quick. All right, that was actually completed, but we need to get our grinding skill to level 3. So we may as well continue. I think we'll actually be right there. I'm pretty sure it is this level up. Yes, it is. All right, perfect. Now we need to get 2,000 grinding actions. So I guess that technically requires us to kill 2,000 mobs. So yeah, I'll just continue here. I did remember that you can actually use auto click as long as you're actually like you're not AFK, you're actually at your PC. So thankfully I don't have to sit here absolutely clicking my mouse for days. I can just kind of sit here chilling while all these mobs kill or mobs die. So yeah, let me get all that done. It shouldn't take us too long here. 2,000 grinding actions, I guess is what it's called. It shouldn't take too long. Actually, one thing I just realized is that we shouldn't really be doing this on this mob because it's not the beneficial one for us to gain XP from. It is actually going to be blaze spawners that we're looking to get right here. So looks like we only have 1 blaze spawner. I'm sure that I had more than that saved up so that we could do this today. Did I have them in my other PV? Apparently not. So I don't know what I did with all the blaze ones. I guess what I did do is I filtered it out of all of my keys because I think they can come in as key rewards here. So let me just enable these. And then let me open up as many keys as I have because we might actually just be able to sneak in some extra blaze spawners here. I don't know whether we will do or not. Yes, there we go. Okay, this was kind of my plan here, was to use these keys to get all of those spawners which we needed. So let me put down these blaze spawners because actually there's not really much point me sitting here grinding these pigs when actually blaze are going to give me a whole much more XP and they technically count as the grinding actions anyway. So yeah, it just seems like a no-brainer really to use the more beneficial ones. We do have another stack of value tickets as well now to go ahead and sell if we need to. I don't know if I necessarily need to right this second, but yes, let me get these farming actions. I think if we go into /skills, you can see your actions here. We've only got 675 so far. So yes, we do need to put in a little bit of a shift here, killing some more blaze, but that's fine. You guys will see that my XP will now start flying up in like if we look down at the bottom of my XP bar, it is now going up. So that is excellent. We're going to need to use our XP for some more enchants today. This is exactly the way we intended to use spawners for right this second. Now you may be thinking, but this isn't how you like set up spawners on a Skyblock island. This isn't how it should be. This isn't your AFK spawners, and you are correct. However, when you need grinding skill and you need to get all of these challenges done, this is the best way to do it. Like getting XP and stuff comes from blazes like way more than anything else. So you're just basically going to want to set up a quick blaze grinder and grind away as many blazes as you possibly can. And then you can focus on, you know, setting up the auto spawners a little bit later, which will be, you know, later on down the line. It's not something which we necessarily need to do right this second. And it looks like we're only going to have like one quest left until we actually have to check out the, something different. So with that in mind, it's looking like, yeah, we get Monster Hunter here. We go to Money Bags, which I guess is about making a certain amount of money. And then we're going to be moving on to something else anyway. So we'll do this for right now. But I've got a feeling our quests are about to change. But that doesn't mean we need to stop focusing on spawners, because spawners are hugely important. All right, we're about to be at 2k farming actions. There we go. Easy one. So sell $5,000 worth of items using sell hand. That shouldn't be too hard, although I'm just trying to think of what the easiest way of doing it is. I think if we actually just go into shop, we go into here. We don't need the money right now. We really don't. So let's just buy like, I don't know, a stack of iron blocks and then sell them. And then that should be that done. Perfect. We are now done with our spawner challenges, which allows us to focus on the like actual benefits of having the spawner, which is of course the XP farm. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Now, the fact that we've only got 8 blaze spawners is a slight issue, and I do want to fix that as sooner rather than later. So let's take a look at the keys that we have saved up right now and hope that maybe we could get some more from there. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to IS visit Drank again. We're going to sell all of those block tickets that we got, because they're not really that useful to me, to be honest. So there we go. Do that. Perfect. All right. IS go. Let's go back here. So we actually do have a lot of spare money to spend on spawners if we need to. It's not the end of the world. But, you know, if we can get it for free, we might as well get it for free. You know, that's what I'm saying. So let's just claim all of these. It doesn't even look like we got a single extra one right there, which is fine. Kind of wasn't expecting to. Let's just claim all of these. And I guess we're just going to go straight into the /shop and start buying them from there. Now, they shouldn't be too expensive. I don't know about Blaze, but they shouldn't be too bad. Let's take a look. Where are they at? Okay, they're actually more expensive than I thought they were. Freaking 5 million a piece. 320 million here for just a stack of them. I don't know if I'm comfortable with spending that money, knowing how much I can get from crate keys. So yeah, I think we'll probably leave that for now. Let's see if there's any other kits that we can do. Kit best community. What does that give me? That gives me an airdrop. Sure, we'll take that. Maybe this will give me some as well. Iron golem spawners, chat color bundles, money. Okay, we'll take all of that. Didn't really give me what I was looking for though, did it? No, it didn't. That's okay. Just trying to think of other ways that we can do it without actually spending our money. What about Kit Luna? What does this do for me? Oh, more airdrops. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. All right, let's pump down these airdrops right now. This should give me a whole bunch of spawners, whole bunch of cool stuff. Now, the unfortunate part about this is it actually gives me way better spawners than I currently require. So, although it is a W, it's also giving me a lot of crate keys. So we will take all of these, and hopefully this will all have a knock-on effect, and we'll be able to just claim ourselves some of what we're actually looking for, the blaze spawners from this. It did, however, give me a lot of mining robot eggs, which is huge, because we're going to be using these in a very I don't know, an episode that's coming very soon. Okay, let's put it that way. I didn't know what friggin' words to use just there. We got some of these consumables, which I'm not too worried about right now. Let's go ahead and open up the rest of these epic airdrops. We are looking for blaze spawners. Now, I don't think we can even get blaze spawners directly from these, but we can get keys, and keys are exactly what give us blaze spawners, so it kind of works out. Ultimate airdrops, this is the better one of the two. Lots more keys. That's actually perfect what we just got from that right there. A lot of people would think that is a massive L, but to me, that was actually clutch, because we actually only need keys right now. I believe we also have another stack. Yes, we do. We have another stack of value tickets to sell. So I guess actually we'd just be able to sell that, and that will be kind of an investment on the blaze spawners in the end, but that's okay. Let's open up these keys, see if we can grab ourselves some extra blaze spawners here. Yes, those are going to be blaze spawners. Perfect. All right, this is huge right here. This was a absolutely huge thing to do. This is, yeah, this is massive for us. That's a lot of blaze spawners. Perfect. So we got 44 more blaze spawners. That actually saves us a whole ton of money. And now these should theoretically never go down quicker than we're farming them. So that is perfect. Now, there is only one more thing which I wanted to do today in regards to like spawners, at least in today's episode. There's still a lot more that we need to do here in the future. But for right now, there's only one more thing which I wanted to do. But before I do that, I guess I should announce the giveaway. So I'm going to give away access to the premium Akuma Pass plus a $10 gift card, okay, to one person. All you guys need to do to be in with a chance of winning that is like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then make sure you've joined the giveaway only Discord and press the enter button in there. That is all you need to do. Super, super simple and easy requirements, guys. Just make sure you have followed them because otherwise you cannot be picked. So the next thing I wanted to do was just make sure that we are getting my grinding robots set up. We'll do mining robots in another episode, but this is spawner related, so we might as well get it done nice and quick. So let's pull up our chunk map right here. I guess we'll just do it in whatever the next like fully available chunk is. So I guess we'll do it in this chunk right over here, just because I want to make sure that we're making it as efficient as possible here. Now, you guys might think that this is going to be a very, very intense and complicated setup in order to set these grinding robots up, but it's really not. This is actually potentially the simplest but most effective spawner to make for these. So essentially all you need to do is you need to have obviously a little platform. So let's make ourselves a little platform, and this is literally just going to be here only because we need somewhere for the mobs to land. Now this is technically more complicated than it even has to be, so we won't go too much in, like, we're not going to go crazily in depth with this. Literally all you're trying to do here is make yourself a spawner that drops mobs into a one block area. So for example, this, let's just call this the block that we want them to drop. Now that I've done this, I've actually changed my mind. I don't want to place it here. I'm actually going to place it directly under our spawn area. And there is a reason for this, and I will go over that reason here in a little bit. But I think I'm actually going to place it directly in line with yeah, let's place it directly in line right here. Okay, so essentially the only thing that you want out of the spawner is for it to drop a mob down into the middle block. That is essentially it. Now the thing that makes the biggest difference is how deep you have this thing, because eventually when we have enough spawners, this is going to be absolutely crowded. Not enough spawners, enough robots. This is going to be absolutely crowded with robots. So I'm going to do it this far down for now because I don't think we're going to get to a point where it goes deeper than this. But it doesn't really matter. It's just where the spawners are in relation to where you're mostly going to be AFK in your island that really matters, which is why I put it right here, because we're essentially, if we spawn in and we're AFK in the farm, we're going to be stood right here, which should actually activate any spawners that we have on this little platform right here. So let me get rid of these like blocks that are kind of in the way. Not really in the way, but they are kind of. So let me just block that up real quick. There we go. And get rid of these as well. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and just place the water for these, which this should work out. It might honestly be one block too small. And if it is, it doesn't really matter because we can just put a sign over it. But I think I did it right. Yes, we did. We did it perfectly right. So that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 diagonal blocks right there. And then the hole. And then literally all you're going to do is place spawners above this, and it's going to flow down and we're going to be good. And of course, the spawners in which we are placing are going to be Enderman spawners. Now we should have a whole collection of Enderman spawners. I'm hoping at least. If we don't, then we're in a little bit of a pickle. Okay, I don't even know if I saved any Enderman spawners, if I'm being honest with you, and that might be a problem. Okay, apparently I didn't save any Enderman spawners. I didn't think that that was going to be a thing, but apparently it is. That is actually what we need. So it's a case of, again, taking those spawners out of our, or putting them back into our reward filter, because we actually do kind of need them pretty badly right now. So let's enable those. Those are now enabled. I don't think I even have any keys in order to really test this with. Oh, we do. Okay, that was clutch. All right, let's place these down. These should now spawn straight, and they should spawn within this area right here. Yes, it will. They should all flow down. They should all drop and straight into the middle and onto this one block that is sat right here, which it does. That is all working as it should be and as intended. Now here's the fun part. Theoretically, I should be able to place a grinding robot all the way up here, and it should affect that Enderman that is going all the way down there. That's my theory. That's what we've done in previous seasons, and that's what should work. So let's just try this, because if this does work, then we're in we're in the money. But if it doesn't work, then rip, I guess. But it should. There is absolutely no reason why it shouldn't. So let's place a grinding robot right here. We're going to rotate him twice so that he's facing the right way. And then we're going to link him to a chest. Let's just go with an auto cell chest legendary right here. Let's link him to that. So if I now go into link chest and I go to here and I press this one, those should, yes, it is. It's grinding these Endermen down here. I know it looks a bit weird because it's all the way down there. But eventually what will happen is we'll do a whole line up here that will all be grinding this one Enderman. And that's exactly how these work. So it's pretty weird, but it works. So we won't argue with it, you know. So let's get this next one rotated into the right way. There we go. Link it to the same chest. And there we go. We now officially are grinding with 2 different robots, those Endermen right here. Now, these cost gems to upgrade. They're going to cost me 5k gems, okay, to upgrade to level 5. Although it does... wait, yeah, 5k gems to get it to level 5, which actually isn't too much. We're going to upgrade both of these to level 5, and officially that'll be the most efficient they can be. But here's the problem, is that we are now officially killing these mobs way quicker than they're spawning. So I'm going to need myself some more Enderman spawners. But the benefit to doing this, if you guys haven't seen this before, will be that these robots right here, they actually collect gems and XP. So this is just kind of an AFK way of getting more gems and more XP. So although it costs gems to actually go ahead and upgrade, it's all going to pay it back eventually. So that is something to note. Now, I will actually go ahead and invest in some more Enderman spawners because I feel like they are very, very important to where we're at right now. So with that being said, let's just let's buy a couple of stacks. Let's buy 2 stacks here of Enderman spawners and get these going. So that doesn't really affect my balance actually all too much. So that's always a good sign. Let's get these placed down. We'll get the extra 4 back down there. And now these should be able to keep up with these. I'm hoping that this will now be more efficient and those guys can go pretty ham on those without killing the entire stack all at once. So now it's just about getting more robots. That is essentially the idea. As you guys can see, that was actually one of the IS perk upgrades right there. We haven't really focused too much on this, but yeah, we've got a whole bunch of perks. Spawner AFK radius, I think, is what we just did. And I don't know exactly what the quest was, but I assume it was something to do with, I don't know, killing mobs or whatever. We now have to kill 10,000 mobs in order to increase the AFK radius to... it doesn't even say where it goes to, but our current AFK radius is 21. I can only assume that it goes up from there. Yes, now if I'm stood here AFK on my farm, that will AFK as well. These guys go no matter where you are on the farm, so it doesn't really matter about this. It's just about activating the spawners. So there we have it. Our spawner journey has officially started. Now I'm going to continue off camera with my farming. I'm going to try and get, is it carrot? No, it's potatoes next. I'm going to try and get that unlocked for next episode. And we will continue like letting these grind out for now. But yes, a very, very successful episode. We are still billionaires here. And now we are officially, you know, starting on our whole automation system that we're going to have going on the island. So that is huge. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video at any point, please make sure you do leave a like on it. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that. They're all requirements to the giveaway. So if you want to enter that, then make sure you've done all of that as well. Guys, that is going to be it from me today. Like I said, I hope you have enjoyed. And I will see you all in the next episode of Skyblock here on AkumaMC.